Air New Zealand has been listed by airlineratings.com for the 5th year in a row. The awards, judged by 6 editors with over 180 years industry experience, combines major safety and government audits with 12 key criteria. We have here very exciting news that Air New Zealand goes to Korea from this November. Korea is the 3rd largest visitor market in New Zealand.
안녕하세요. Close?
Yeah, very close.
Thank you.
안녕하세요.
Yeah. 안녕하세요.
I think you are very busy at the moment for preparing Korean route.
Absolutely. We're in the middle of preparing our launch plan, so we'll have a big launch both in New Zealand and in South Korea. We'll be organising a new leader to lead our operations in South Korea, and we'll be employing some local staff. So a lot to do operationally and a lot to do commercially, but we're very excited as an organisation to be going to South Korea. We think it's going to be a fantastic destination for our customers.
Air New Zealand goes to nearly everywhere in the world. How many flight routes you have now?
So this will be our 32nd international destination. So primarily if you look at us as a carrier, we're what we call a Pacific Rim carrier. We see emerging markets, especially in Asia, as a great way to connect Kiwis to that part of the world. And obviously New Zealand's a very strong inbound tourism market, so very attractive for tourists to come to our country as well.
At last, Korean route.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And we're really looking forward to it. It's one of the largest markets in that part of the world that we don't serve directly, so we think it will be great for the existing 90,000 people who travel to New Zealand from South Korea, but also we think it's really going to stimulate demand, so we think we'll see a lot more Koreans coming to New Zealand just because you put on the direct service.
Not just Korean people, but Japanese or Chinese people can use Korean route.
Absolutely, yeah. So most of the customers who come from South Korea at the moment are coming over Japan. We expect some will continue to do that, but we also see some other nationalities using it as a hub and spoke destination.
I've heard that from November this year, you will go to Korea. Could you tell me some more details?
So we start on November the 23rd,
Okay.
and we'll be flying a 787-9 aircraft, which is our newest aircraft. It has
This aircraft?
exactly, this one doesn't take off, so it's a little bit different, but we have 18 seats in business class, 21 seats in premium economy, 263 seats in economy. We have a Sky couch product as well, so a lot of different products for the different types of travellers that we see coming from that part of the world.
How many times do you go to Korea in a week?
So we'll be going starting initially at 3 times a week, and then in what we call the super peak season, which is December to the likes of February, we'll go up to 5 times a week. So a lot of flexibility for customers to build their itineraries.
As long as I know, Korea is the 3rd largest visitor market for you.
It's a very large visitor market for us, and that's why we see that there's great potential, not only with the existing customers who come from that part of the world, but to stimulate more. And we think New Zealand's got a great deal to offer as a tourism destination, so we think we'll see a lot more Koreans around New Zealand. We invite all Koreans to come to New Zealand. We want them to travel on New Zealand. We're really excited about this new market, and I can't wait to get there and have a look around.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Police are asking organisers of Auckland's ANZAC Day commemorations to consider consolidating this year's events in the wake of the Christchurch mosque attack. Police have been working with Auckland Council and local RSAs around their annual commemoration plans. Superintendent Karen Malthus said there is no information to suggest a specific risk to public safety. However, in the current environment, they're continuing to provide a visible presence. Police have recommended organisers consolidate the number of planned events across the city in the interests of safety. Plans to include a Muslim prayer in the Porirua Anzac Day service have been abandoned after organisers received violent threats from veterans and members of the public. Simon Strombom, who is organising the Tatahi Bay service, wanted to include the prayer to acknowledge those killed in the Christchurch terror attacks. Following the massacre, members of the RSA removed rifle gunfire from its planned dawn and civic services and agreed to include a 1-minute Muslim prayer at the end of the civic service. A new UN report has painted a depressing picture of rubbish in small island developing states, including Pacific Islands, and tourists are the main offenders. A tourist visiting the islands produces about 7 kilos of waste a day, compared to about 2.5 kilos produced by a local. That's food packets, little shampoo bottles, bits and pieces that you thought you needed but end up throwing away, a lot of non-biological rubbish that is nowhere to go. This rubbish is putting an enormous strain on already poor waste management systems, says AUT University's Dr. Jeff Seedon, who authored the report. All of the islands closest to New Zealand were included in the study. And that's the Oceania Weekly. We'll see you again next week.